You are listening to Connection Quest, where every episode is a heartwarming journey to unravel the mysteries of love, intimacy, and the art of meaningful relationships. Join Miku as he explores the real, sometimes messy, always meaningful paths to building stronger, more vibrant romantic bonds. Forget quick fixes. We're digging into the heart of connection, understanding, communication, intimacy, and growing together. Ready to deepen your relationship journey? Let's begin.
Hello, everyone. Miku Lane here, your trusted friend on this journey we call Connection Quest. If you've ever wondered why, during a heated argument, your partner suddenly goes quiet, today's episode is for you. We're diving deep into why we shut down in conflict, those moments when the conversation just halts, and how we can foster healthier dialogues. In our last chat, we opened up about vulnerability in relationships. But what happens when vulnerability meets an invisible wall of silence? That's what we'll explore today. Now, let's break down what's behind these withdrawal patterns and what we can do about them. So let's start by asking, why do we really become silent during conflicts? Silence can be a defense mechanism. It's almost like a buffer zone. In psychology, there's a concept called stonewalling. This is when someone completely withdraws from the interaction, shutting down any constructive dialogue because the situation perhaps feels overwhelming or threatening. It's more common than we might think and can be incredibly damaging over time if not addressed. The word conflict itself can be a trigger, causing some individuals to retreat inward out of fear of escalation, further hurt, or even deeper unresolved issues they might not be ready to face. To bring this into perspective, let's imagine a couple, Jane and Alex. Jane notices that whenever there's a disagreement about financial spending, Alex, who grew up in a household where any talk about money led to screaming matches, simply shuts down. Jane thinks he doesn't care, but Alex is actually experiencing an internal panic trying to avoid replicating past trauma within their relationship. His silence is a protective tactic, not a sign of indifference. This is something I've seen countless times, and it really highlights how past experiences shape present responses. But hold on, there's more to explore here. Silence isn't always about avoiding conflict. It's often about communication styles. Some people are simply more passive communicators. They might not have the tools or the language to express what they're feeling in the heat of the moment. This becomes a recurring communication challenge, especially when one partner is an active communicator, wanting to solve issues immediately. It's like speaking different languages. But here's where we delve into solutions, learning and practicing safe language in relationships. Safe language is about creating a shared vocabulary that allows partners to communicate without triggering defensiveness or fear. Safe language could include phrases like, "I feel." "When this happens, I experience." Or, "Can we pause and come back to this?" These aren't just words. They're tools for acknowledging feelings and inviting understanding rather than confrontation. There's something profoundly powerful about using I statements. They help keep the communication grounded in personal feelings rather than launching accusations. It's about expressing what you're experiencing emotionally without pointing fingers. It's an approach that can genuinely transform the silence into a bridge for connection. Let's put this into a hypothetical scenario. Imagine you're in a disagreement about household chores, a classic one, right? And mid-conversation, your partner just sighs and says nothing more. Instead of interpreting this silence as disrespect, try saying something like, "I notice you're quiet. Can we talk about what's going on?" This not only acknowledges the silence, but opens the door to understanding its root. Silence turns from a full stop into a gentle pause, an opportunity to reflect and restart.
Listen up, Connection Quest listeners. We spend time building beautiful, loving connections. But are you letting your pillow betray your skin every night? It's called the skincare paradox. You layer on the expensive serums, and then you sleep on a surface that can hold dust mites, allergens, and bacteria. Stop it. I found the solution. Copper North copper-infused silk pillowcases. This is where silk luxury meets scientific power. Copper isn't just an ancient purifier. It's a crucial mineral for your skin. While you sleep, this pillowcase is activating the copper to do the heavy lifting. Collagen up, bacteria out, inflammation gone. Seriously. One study, showed people sleeping on copper saw an average improvement in skin elasticity of 31%. You're getting anti-aging benefits effortlessly. It's beauty sleep, completely upgraded. Ditch the dirty secret your old pillow is keeping. Elevate your wellness journey at coppernorth.com. And because you're part of our community, use the code ConnectionQuest to get a special discount. That's COPPERNORTH.com and code ConnectionQuest and start waking up to better skin.
And remember, folks, it's equally essential to understand your own response to silence. If you're the one shutting down, take a moment to explore why. Are you feeling attacked or overwhelmed? It could be a momentary need to process what's happening. That's okay. Give yourself permission to pause. What's crucial is communicating this need. It's perfectly okay to say, I need a moment to gather my thoughts. You're not walking away from the conversation. You're preparing to engage with clarity and calmness. One aspect that cannot be stressed enough is the role of empathy. Imagine practicing active listening, truly trying to understand what your partner isn't saying as much as what they are. It sounds challenging, and it can be, but the rewards are immense. Empathy allows us to see silence not as a barrier, but as a signal, a compelling nudge to dig deeper and find out what's unspoken yet significant within our partner's silence. Your attentiveness might be the catalyst needed for developing a new layer of trust. At this point, it's important to highlight how technology can impact these silent moments too. In an era where digital communication often replaces face-to-face interaction, misunderstandings are rampant. A short, curt text in the aftermath of an argument might unintentionally convey hardness or indifference. So, here's a suggestion. When in doubt, communicate complex emotions in person or over a phone call, where verbal and emotional cues are clearer. A warm tone of voice can soften the harshness that text alone can carry. Let's loop back a bit to how these silent episodes impact our emotional intimacy. Silence, if not addressed, can breed resentment, emotional withdrawal, and loneliness over time. When partners stop talking, they stop connecting. I once read a profound quote by R.D. Laing. Tell me how you read people, and I reveal who you are. In the silence, there's an opportunity to learn not just about your partner, but about yourself and how you interpret their actions. Is it based on fear or on understanding? To wrap up our session, let's reflect on the real opportunity our discussion today presents. By decoding silence, we take a step forward in transforming passive communication into active engagement. We become allies in each other's emotional worlds, navigating the complexities of love and connection with respect and mindfulness. And just as last time, remember, it's in shared vulnerability where relationships find their most authentic strength. In the quiet moments, lean into that silence and use it as a canvas to draw new pathways to understanding. That's what separates simply dwelling together from truly living together. Thanks for joining me today on this topic that's so close to our collective hearts. Join me next time with the lovely Zaide Blake, where we'll dive into how our past really affects our current relationships. And spoiler alert, it's more than you might think. Until then, take these insights and conversations into your own relationships and see the magic unfold. I'm Miku Lane, reminding you to keep your hearts open and your conversations flowing. Take care, everyone.
Thank you for joining us on this leg of Connection Quest. Remember, connection isn't a destination. It's a journey you choose to take, one conversation, one understanding, one brave step at a time. If today's episode sparked something, share it with someone who might need it. Find show notes, resources, and ways to connect with our community at our website, connectionq.us. Also, check out our Connection Quest blog. Don't forget like, share, and subscribe wherever you listen to your pod. Until next time, keep nurturing the love you're building.